Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing every day when they're, being of the prepared mind. I get emails and pictures and videos and things like that, okay? And if you want to, you can also do the same and email me, and my email's in the description box below, okay? So, this first email comes from a community member. And she said, with being such a large family, I don't have much of a choice but to buy items in bulk. 25 pounds bag of sugar or flour we buy almost weekly. I go through 15 to 20 loaves of bread a week. Occasionally, it doesn't even make a week if it's really hot out and the kids opt for more sandwiches, hamburgers, or hot dogs. She said, buy your food grade buckets now. You said that they will put codes in the packaging. Dump your bulk items into those buckets. Yeah. I was going by what Trish was telling me because she had gotten her intel from Goldman Sachs, and I'm going to believe that. You know what I mean? She said, for mason jars, remove all the packaging, take the lids and the rings out of the packages, put them into Ziplocs and reusable Tupperware containers. I don't believe you can put a chip on glass yet. I don't think so, but nothing would, surprise me as of now. She said, my suggestion, burn the packaging unless it's garbage day or really close. The government is looking for chips, especially if war or shtf happens. This gets rid of the chips. I would suggest if you burn things periodically, disregard your ashes just in case. Am I paranoid? Maybe, but I'll tell you, I have seen enough to know not to trust people. And happy endings only happen in movies. Remember, this world has just started on survival of the fittest. No kidding. I get it. Yeah. I buy from Sam's all the time, and I always buy in bulk, and I'm thinking, my God, because we've got 7 people here, sometimes 8. And I'm like, there's no way I can't buy in bulk. There's no way. There's no way. I would be a fool if I didn't buy in bulk. Let me just say that, especially with everybody that I have to feed every single night. It's either me or Jessica that's cooking. I would be a fool. Oh Lord. Okay. And someone went down a rabbit hole. She's like, I've been fighting the urge to go down a damn rabbit hole, but here I go. Oh no. Oh no. She's like, I just watched a video about animals and pets acting strangely. Oh, you're not the only one. I was just talking to my daughter-in-law about it, and she said that, yeah, she's been, because, she's home all day with me, and she's like, yeah, she said, I've noticed, with Goku, her dog, with the cats, and it's just very strange. And even with Penelope and Ridley and Little Miss, they're all acting really weird. Something's going on. Something seriously going on. So anyway, she says, I know there are certain types of frequencies of sounds that dogs can hear. Yeah, there are. And she said, but what about all animals to keep them from possibly reproducing, attacking owners, or any others? Yeah, attacking the owners. But they always say, well, dogs can turn on a dime. It happens all the time. I know, I've heard. And she said, just a thought, please send coffee and cigarettes because I'm lost in the damn hole. I'll find you. I'm on my way. She said, also, while I'm in this hole, I had another thought. Oh no. I also watched a video about the RFID tags, yeah, on larger bags of food and canning supplies for food preservation items. Who's to say they won't put it on everything, even small quantities, blankets, clothes, etc. Oh God, don't make me go down that rabbit hole with you. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going. Okay, so here is a video for you from a community member that I helped out. I helped her out by sending her 2 huge packages. I sent her gardening supplies, seeds, seed starter, 2 raised beds, and then she was telling me, that, she really wants a dehydrator and a food saver. I said, okay, so I sent those her way. So she sent me a video of her using her dehydrator for the first time. Oh my God, did I laugh? She is dehydrating marshmallows for the first time. Here you go.
I hope I have them stacked right. It's kind of, one's kind of up because I'm doing some large marshmallows I want to try.
So here is an email from a community member, and she said, just to pass this along, regular white eggs in my Costco in suburban northern Illinois is extremely short supply yesterday with limits of 2 per customer. They're putting limits on again? Not a great supply of organic brown eggs either. Never have seen that before here. Various holes and other items and empty shelves. Whoa. So the limits are starting. All right, thank you. So this comes in from a community member, this email, and she said, I went to Walmart yesterday and bought 12 cans of each: carrots, corn, green beans, diced tomatoes, fruit cocktail, pineapple. I was questioned why I was buying a case of each. I couldn't believe how rude they are. When I worked there, I had customers telling me they were questioned about their items that they bought. I always told them not to even answer other Walmart employees. It's none of their business. I wonder if others are having this happen to them. Yeah. It was what, like 2 years ago we had this discussion, that people were being questioned at the register. It was like 2 years ago or something like that, wasn't it? When the pandemic first started, something like that. And people were constantly being questioned, and I had told people, I said, just tell them that the family's coming in to stay with you, and that's all they needed to know. And then, or no, it was just last year. It was just last year when this happened, because I had gotten questioned when I was at Aldi's, and I was wearing this shirt. It was my Marine Mom shirt, and the cashier had questioned me, and another cashier walked up to her and she goes, why are you questioning her? Look, she's a Marine Mom. She probably has the whole platoon coming to the house. And she's like, oh yeah, I never thought about that. And I was just like, oh my God, so yeah, believe me, listen, if someone questions you, just be like, large family, and just leave it at that. I mean, literally, I have got 7, 8 people in my house at all times. Large family, leave it at that. Don't be answering no questions. Just be like, do you pay my bills? Are you going to be feeding my kids? I didn't think so. And just walk away. You know what I mean? So here's one coming at you, coming at you. Here's a screenshot that was sent to me, and it says, Walmart CEO says company may hike prices, close stores if wave of shoplifting continues. Lack of prosecution of shoplifters could drive business decisions, executive claims. Wow. Well, listen, it's not the good guys that are going in there and spending their hard-earned money. You know what I mean? So you can't take it out on us, but they will. So here is a picture that was sent to me it was a screenshot of her cell phone. Someone called her from Sri Lanka. She's like, I don't have emails and texts stating that my credit cards have been frozen lately. They're all safe because guess what? I don't have any. You get those calls too, huh? So, so this is funny. So this was found on Craigslist. Someone is looking for someone to design and then create a cool aluminum hat for me. I might or might not be, it might or might not be for protection from the government watching me, but I still want to look sassy and slay. Please send me a sketch or description of your idea and we can go from there. I'm considering hats for my 2 cats as well. So if you want to do this, I will do an extra $10, but you have to see a pic of my cats so you can design them so they look their best. Okay. My God. All right, false flag coming at you, coming at you. General role player, OP4 Hurlbert Tactical Revolution LLC in Hurlburt Field, Florida, $19 to $21 an hour, full-time, part-time, temporary contract, full job description. Beautiful. Let's see. Role players must be required to comply with the following criteria. Be able to stay on script for the scenario without ad-libbing or changing the scope of the scenario itself. Be willing to wear clothing to include costuming and headgear appropriate to the significance of the scenario training. Be able to operate various military weapon systems and fire marking cartridge weapons, paintball type weapons systems, blank ammunition after being instructed on the safe use of firearms, act as opposing force, including being engaged with marking cartridge weapons. Huh. Interesting. And according to Indeed, December 5th to the 16th will be interesting. 2 time in locations, hiring crisis actors. So this is in 2 different locations. Okay, is this, oh, Hurlburt Field, Florida and Camp Shelby, Mississippi. Is this just for military ops? I can't even ask Andrew because he's in bed. And what? Huh. Okay, so Hurlburt Field, Florida is Air Force Special Op Command for the 1st Special Operation Wing and has a long distinctive history. Air Force. Huh. Strange. Okay, so this email came in from a community member, and she's talking about the video that I did about Thanksgiving, about what California wants to do to the kids. And she said the video about Thanksgiving was a real shock for her. Replacing Thanksgiving as a day of mourning was literally a concept that was so difficult to imagine that I spent some time looking up the history of the day. She said the history isn't nice, but why can't we celebrate the day as a day of being thankful for food, family, togetherness, etc.? That seems logical to me. You made a great point about how decisions should be made by parents. Well, yeah, of course. You know, they are our children. We raise them. Not the teachers, you know, they don't take them home at the end of the day, you know, they're our children, you know, that's it. And she said, not the school system. Unfortunately, kids come home with school messages. And she said, I wasn't born in this country, but my kids were. Their school messages were pretty strong ones. If Thanksgiving becomes a thing of the past in our schools, then it will soon be forgotten or replaced by nothing. Is that what they want? I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I think it's, I personally, you know, because I have kids that are in school and my grandkids, I think it's wrong for schools, the education board, you know, any of it, to say, hey, we're no longer going to allow the children to celebrate this, that, and the other, you know, and, you know, who are you? You know, but meanwhile, they are pushing after-school satanic after-school programs on our kids. Excuse me, that's the one thing I don't want them learning about. Please teach them all about Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and, you know, I don't care if you teach them all about Valentine's Day or what, Flag Day, President's Day, teach them everything about all those holidays. But you won't, because you'd rather push satanic after-school programs. Priorities, people. Agenda. You know, if you dared, if my kids dared came home with anything like that, I swear on my life, they wouldn't. The schools don't even like me because of when Andrew was in school, because they remember me. That's all I have to say. They remember me, and when they had to call me because of Miss Cariana, because they dress coded her because she wore sweatpants and a t-shirt to school, and sweatpants are against the dress code. Yeah, and I'm like, you're gonna dress code my kid because she wore sweatpants? Really? And I said, I went off. Oh yeah, we remember you. Yeah, you're the one that. Yeah. I was the one parent that threw a fit because there was this thing going around in school, okay, and it was a game, or so they said, where kids were playing this game and they were punching each other in the private area, and Andrew got punched, and Andrew, being the child that he's not a child anymore, but being the kid that he was, and Andrew was trained in Taekwondo, and the school even had in his file a letter from his master, from the Taekwondo dojo, that his hands were considered lethal weapons, and if he were to hurt someone with his hands, he could not be held liable. Well, this kid punched Andrew in his area, and Andrew laid him out. Well, they were going to try to arrest my son, and I said, Andrew defended himself. And they said, well, Andrew didn't have the right to defend himself. Okay. Yeah, they didn't like me after that. No, they didn't. Yeah, I won't go too much into it, but let's just say that the other kid, they didn't like what happened to him because he was the one that got expelled, not my kid. Yeah, because I took this all the way to the school board, and they don't like when parents do that. They don't like when they get overridden. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, don't ever mess with me. No. And before I go, so this community member who lives in California, she has pictures that she sent in of a high-speed chase that took place literally right around the corner from her. They were 5 young kids. They were driving insanely fast, and they were caught. So thank goodness for that they were caught. So here's all the pictures of it. And she said the 5 came out, and the chase went on for hours and miles. She said it was very, very scary. 5 young kids driving insanely fast. 3 of them, white truck, so dangerous, stolen car, hot and run. He's going over 100 miles an hour, scary times that we're living in LA. Oh my Lord. All right, guys, here's the pictures. All right, I appreciate you. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.